Hey everybody, Valcorky here, ready to start another portion of Kathy Rain. So let's load it up. Okay, so we just got the message, or we just talked to, what's her name, Erica Wade, and got some more information. Let's look. Let's see.
I'm sure the church is hiding something. I don't trust that priest. There's something really off about him.
Something really off about the priest. Okay. Before I go, let's check out the botany book excerpt.
It's a photocopy of a book page with information about the red scythe flower.
Okay.
Here's an interesting segment. Another interesting trait of the red scythe is the smell, which is familiar to that of a pepper. The pollen of the plant has also been known to cause hallucinations in concentrated amounts.
Oh.
Native American tribes harvested and smoked the plant for that reason, but the flower never caught on as a modern recreational drug due to the difficulty of growing it.
Okay, so the church was probably using those red scythes, and what's her name? Lily Myers stumbled upon it, and it drove her to madness, maybe, who knows? And then maybe the same thing happened to Kathy's dad, and that's what Joseph Rain was looking into.
Eileen gave me this. Might contain useful information if I
Who
come
knows?
across a specimen.
Alright, let's get going.
All right, I'm off. Peace outie.
Okie dokie. Good luck and see you later.
Maybe maybe Charles Wade is wrapped up in it also. He was covering up the fact that the flower's out there. Alright, so let's check out the nature reserve first. See if we can find some of these flowers. And right away there's one.
Well, this is it. This is where the picture was taken. I'm not sure what I expected to find here. I need to clear my head.
Oh, she's got a smoke. Yep. How is smoking gonna clear your head? You fool. Oh shoot, it's the guy from her dream.
What the?
We've met before, haven't we?
Nope. Just know I'd remember a creepy bald dude with makeup. I doubt it. You look like you just escaped from a circus. That's not really my kind of gig. I don't think so, Mr. Clean, unless seeing your face on a bottle of detergent counts. Let's go with the second one.
I doubt it. You look like you just escaped from a circus. That's not really my kind of gig.
Oh, he's coming towards us.
Yet you always play the part of the clown, Kathy.
Uh-oh.
Who are you? How do you know my name?
You told me, remember?
I feel strange. Am I dreaming?
Oh,
It's
shoot.
the mending I will try to facilitate.
You're not real. I'm lying asleep in my bed right now.
Focus, Kathy. Listen to the drowned girl.
Oh, great.
You mean Lily? What about her?
Some
She's
weird
the
things going
anomaly,
on.
the missing refrain, the convergence point of things past and events yet to happen.
Dial down the metaphors a notch, would you, Mr. Kafka? I get enough of that shit in English class.
I knew you wouldn't disappoint. I'm glad, given how much trouble I
Oh
went
boy,
through.
this
to
is
be
the
here.
man in red or whatever.
You see, my name was taken from me, so I claimed a color in its stead. The next time we meet, you'll know the exact hue of red. You're on the right path, Kathy. Follow your grandfather, and everything will work out in the end.
What the heck just happened?
Wait, what? How did I get here? Am I going crazy? Am I turning into Mom?
Uh-oh.
This paint looks fresh. Grandma must have had this restored recently. Cute red horse. It's some old Swedish.
Okay. Let's call Eileen, see how long I've been gone.
Nah, I don't need to call E right now. We'll catch up tonight.
Okay. No need to call anybody else, I guess. Something fishy's going on. Let's hope Grams has some information
Oh,
for us.
hello, dear. Glad to see you again so soon.
Hi, Grandma. I just thought I'd drop by.
Sure, hon. Stay as long as you'd like.
Okay. All that stuff seems the same.
Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at all, dear. What's on your mind?
Let's talk about the church.
I don't see a reason to ask her about.
Okay. Let's show
What
her
do you
this
see
picture.
in this picture, Grandma?
I have no idea, but it's quite an eerie display. What is it?
Yeah, eerie indeed.
I'm trying to figure that out. I found the picture hidden in the attic.
Oh, come to think of it, the trees do look similar to the ones in Conwell Woods.
Yeah, it was taken somewhere in that area. I found out that the flower in the picture matches a rare local species.
Aren't you clever? Do let me know if you come across anything else.
Alright. I guess that's it. Not
Bye,
much
Grandma.
to go
I'll be
off
back
of
later.
here.
So long.
Maybe she stops me and says, hey, wait, I gotta tell you something. Nope. I'm just gonna run upstairs really quick just to see if there's anything here. I mean, it brought us here, but there's nothing really.
An old typewriter cup.
We already looked in the briefcase, there's nothing left.
Nah, nothing else in there.
Okay, then guess that's it. Let's just take off. I don't know why it brought us back to the house here.
An old wheelchair. Not too dusty.
Okay. I wonder if the nature reserve is still a place we can go to. Okay, it is. Let's try going back there again.
Hello?
Nathan!
Creepy bald guy.
Nathan's
Guess
been
no one's
taken
home.
by the man in red. The
Looks
red
like
man.
a specimen of the red scythe.
Should grab it.
It's endangered. I'm not gonna take it without a really good reason.
There's a really good reason.
That wasn't here before. What's this?
It's a picture from Nathan, and that's the creepy bald guy. It's a ripped drawing. Yeah, see, the red man. But what else?
Why did someone leave this at the nature reserve?
It was dropped, perhaps. Or taken from Nathan. Just like in the dream. They were at the Myers house. I'm gonna go to the Myers house before I go to the church. Huh? This bird wasn't here before? It's a seagull. See what does the thermometer say?
It doesn't belong to me.
I didn't mean to try and take
55 degrees.
it. Still 55. Okay. Okay, she's
Oh,
fine.
it's you.
Perhaps we can. Where's Nathan?
No Nathan today?
Gosh,
Nah, haven't seen Nate all day. Probably out in the woods.
he's been stolen. I mean, kidnapped. Oh my gosh.
Looks like Nathan knows the strange red man. I need to talk to him about this. That must be Lily. She seems very happy looking up at the red
Lily
man.
has yellow hair? Or blonde hair?
Is this how Nathan still sees himself? As a little boy? A bald man dressed in red.
Alright. Well, that's it. Let's talk to Sue. Let's show her this.
Sue, what do you see in this picture?
My God, that looks like one of Lily's paintings.
Wow, really? Can you describe it?
It was a nighttime scene, just like the photo, but the lights were floating above the lake. There was a pale hand reaching up from beneath the surface
Ugh.
trying to touch them. The forest in the background was on fire, making the sky purple and red. There were probably other details too, but that's what I can remember.
Sounds captivating. Wish I could have seen it.
She must have been high on the red scythe. I don't think this will work.
Do you know anything about this flower?
Oh, okay.
Sure, smoked it a few times back in the day, before it was endangered and all.
Yeah? What was it like?
Similar to pot, but stronger and more unpredictable. Never touched this stuff after I got pregnant with Lily.
All right.
I guess. Oh wait, now I don't have the picture of the red flower anymore. I guess that's it.
Oh, that guy gave me the creeps. I wonder what his agenda really is.
Okay, I gotta talk to her about him.
I had a few more questions, Sue.
Shoot,
She.
I don't need to ask her about.
Okay, don't need to worry about the church, but the red man.
Do you know who the red man is?
oh, that's just Nate's imaginary friend. The red man has been around ever since my boy was little.
I see. So there's no actual person in town he could be referring to?
No way! According to Nathan, the red man hasn't changed in 30 years.
I'm just gonna say this and see what happens.
The red man actually exists. I met him in the forest.
What? That's crazy talk. Stop kidding around. I am not in the mood.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna head off now.
Sure thing, little cat. Come back anytime.
You know, it's funny, she was so mean at first and now we're like best friends.
Looks like they barely touched the food.
Yeah, I saw that the stove was off.
Looks like they
Barely touched the food.
yet another burial ground for those. Very lifelike. Contrary to popular.
Why is this seagull here all of a sudden? What can I do with it? Hit it with a stun gun.
I don't want to zap that.
Oh, okay. When are we gonna get to use the stun gun? Looks like she has it just for show. Alright, now let's go to the church. Kinda want to go to the sheriff's station, but let's go to the church. Oh, it's that priest.
Hello, Father.
Greetings, my child. I'm glad you decided to come here.
Yeah, but just so you know, I'm not here to join your church or anything.
Oh, I would never
look.
assume that.
The symbol.
Good. So, with that out of the way, I have some questions.
Anything you need. I'm Isaac Price.
Kathy Rain, but I'm
Price,
guessing
you
you
say.
figured that out already.
I did. Rumors spread quickly around here. So how can I be of service?
Care to tell me the history of the church?
I'd be happy to. The story is a fascinating one. The This church was founded by my father, William T. Price, in the 70s. Back then, he made his living as a traveling salesman and was driving through this area as he'd done so many times before. However, this day was different. My father held dark thoughts in his mind. He was angry, thinking of evil deeds, even considering swerving off the road into a rock and ending it all. Then suddenly, divine intervention. 3 bright lights appeared. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, the sign of God. This epiphany was the moment my father had been waiting for. He sold all of his belongings and took me and my brother to live with him here in Conwell Springs. Soon thereafter, he built this church and started gathering followers. They began to refer to him as Father Bill.
I take it that
Wait,
window up there resembles
so
what
he
you
wasn't
saw when
even
he had this
ordained?
epiphany.
Indeed, the stained glass window depicts the Holy Trinity as witnessed by my father.
Do you know exactly when or where this event took place?
Why do you ask?
Oh, just curious. It's a captivating story.
Well, it was in the spring of 1971, but my father never told anyone where.
Okay, so what
It
happened
was
then?
Conwell Forest, wasn't it?
People flocked to Father Bill. He started teaching, writing scripture. The church flourished and continued to
Can't
grow
write
all the way up
scripture.
until his sudden death in 1983.
It seems
That's
more
when
like he's
I stepped
created
in to
his
take
own
leadership
church.
of the church.
I take it that the church started declining after the death of Father Bill?
Yes, naturally so. With such a magnetic personality, he was irreplaceable. But I assure you, the church is still very much thriving.
Looks kinda empty to me.
It's not really our peak hours.
What's up with you handing out pamphlets at funerals then? Trying to reel people in at a weak moment?
I'm going to assume you meant no disrespect, child. I'm simply providing divine guidance when it's needed the most.
I see. Let's go with this.
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather in 81?
It was the work of the devil, I'll say that much. Joseph was a kind man. He did not deserve such a fate. You heard my speech at the funeral, Kathy. I meant every word. He was a great man who did much good for this community.
Did you know him personally?
In a way, he and my father did charity work together. Joseph was around a lot when I was young.
Maybe his
They
father was
collaborated on a few
cocky?
different projects for the homeless and for the troubled youth, among other things.
So my grandfather was a member of the church?
No.
I wouldn't say that, no. He was a friend of the church, but he wasn't a religious man. He believed only in philanthropy.
He
That being
believed in
said,
science.
Joseph was the person who convinced me to become a priest.
Really?
Oh yes, I was a teenager back then, full of rebellion, every fiber of my being wanting to distance myself from my father. Joseph made me realize my sinful pride and showed me how I should follow my heart regardless of what others might think. And for that, I'm eternally grateful.
Okay. Before we go to the red man,
Do you know anyone who goes by the nickname Cocky?
I have no idea. Sorry.
okay.
Does the name Lily Myers mean anything to you?
It does. I was a substitute teacher in her high school for some time before I was ordained.
Really? Did you know her
He was a
personally?
teacher
We weren't
at
close.
the time?
I only knew her as much as a teacher would know any student.
How old
Alright,
is this guy?
So, how did she seem toward the end?
For one, she started skipping school a lot, and when she did show up, she was absent-minded and moody. She always looked depressed and hunched down like she had a whole world on her shoulders.
Any idea of what caused this change?
Not a clue. All I know is that when she returned from that last summer break, she was a whole different person.
Do you know anything about Lily Myers' art?
I saw a few pieces. Gorgeous work. Vibrant, surreal landscapes.
Oh, I was gonna say, how would
When
he have
was
seen
this?
it? But then he was her
Must have been
substitute teacher.
mid-70s. The high school had open days with an art exhibition.
Ah, I see.
So, this was some time before she changed, right? You didn't see any of her later work?
No. By then, she started skipping art class completely from what I heard.
Maybe she was afraid of what she might draw. I hear it was pretty twisted.
Could be, but alas, I suppose we'll never know what was truly haunting her.
I'm doing my best to find out. I don't believe the story to be as clear-cut as everyone makes it out to be.
An unusual theory. How so?
People have taken a particular interest in her art. I think there's more to it.
I wouldn't read too much into it, my child. It happens to all dead artists with any talent to speak of.
I mean, that's kind of true,
What's
I
your
guess.
opinion on Charles Wade?
No opinion. He used to be a prominent figure around here, but he doesn't appear much in town these days.
Actually, he's in the community clinic right now.
Why are you
getting medical
telling him?
treatment.
Oh, I wonder if it's serious. Perhaps I should go talk to him.
He's gonna go murder.
Even men like Charles Wade need a priest when they're nearing the end of the line.
This may sound strange, but have you heard of or seen a strange man dressed in red?
Only our Lord and Savior Jesus.
What?
Surely his rags were drenched in blood as he lay upon the cross.
That's
I
not
see.
what I meant. I mean someone here in Conwell Springs.
That's an
Are you
interesting
joking?
way of
I haven't seen a person like that, no.
speaking of Jesus. Let's see. I
Do you
doubt.
recognize the men in this picture,
doubt
Isaac?
it.
Only your grandfather. And that's just because I was given a similar picture for the service the other day.
Let's see.
I could, but I think I have more to gain from a subtle. I'll keep it to myself for now, until I know.
Okay. What about this?
Father, do you know anything about this flower?
No, my child. Nothing at all.
Oh, that answers a lot more than he thinks.
That's all I need for now, Father.
Hopefully, I
May the
don't
Lord
just
shine his
leave
light on
the
you.
church. Hopefully, I can look around and hit him with the stun gun.
I sincerely doubt it will come to that.
Okay.
It's an altar. You know, the place where they put the sacrificed goats, kids, and other crap.
Let's see. Anything else?
Impressive window. There's no doubt about it. Those are the smoky lights.
Smoky lights. Let's go through.
Locked.
Instead of check him right in front of him.
Locked.
Locked as well. Alright, time to go. We better just go straight to the clinic. No time to waste going anywhere else. Hey, it's that bum. I see he's no longer in the jail. We owe him $7.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
Okay. Let's see if I can walk by him. Well, I can walk by him. Alright, let's talk to him before we go inside. Actually,
It's that homeless guy who helped me destroy.
yeah, okay. Just wanted to see.
We
All
meet
right.
again, Mr. Homeless Guy.
Mr. Homeless Guy.
Homeless? That's the worst thing I ever heard of, and totally untrue.
So, what's up with the trash can? Digging for treasure?
Well, I'm just going through a rough patch. By the way, you owe me $10.
It was 7.
Nah, you agreed to 7.
You're busting my balls here.
Yeah, well.
Better get those balls checked out in this clinic then.
So cold. Like a stake through the heart.
What do they call you anyway?
Goober. Everyone calls me Goober.
Goober.
All right, I'm Kathy.
Pleasure to meet you.
It's a weird name. Yeah, let's ask what his
So,
story is.
what's your story anyway?
My story?
Yeah, don't all bums have a story?
For your information, this is all just a dry streak in my showbiz career.
Is that so?
Oh,
I don't recognize you at all.
he's got a show
I used to have
career.
more hair.
That I actually believe.
Come on, man. Frankie Gold is my stage name. Surely you must have heard of me.
Not really, no.
Frankie Gold.
Oh, come on. I have starred in dozens of Hollywood movies. Silence of the Lambert, Jacob's Bladder, The Usual Surprises, Natural Bald Killers.
Not ringing any bells.
Kids these days, no appreciation for quality cinema. Breaks my heart.
That's funny. Showbiz career. Let's
I need
consult
to
the
ask you a
notes.
few questions.
Sounds serious. Ask away.
Let's ask him
What's
about
your
the
opinion
church.
on the Church of the Holy Trinity?
I'd say they're good people. Isaac the priest is, anyway. His dad, Father Bill, on the other hand, though, he and the people he had around him were into some weird shit.
What kind of weird shit?
I don't know, they were like a cult or something, with Billy Praise himself at the top. Really shifty bunch of folks. Isaac turned it all around when his dad kicked the bucket, made it a proper church.
I see.
Interesting. Do you know anyone else who was involved in the old church?
Not really. I tried to stay as far away from those people as possible. Ask Isaac about it. He's a friendly guy.
I don't know if he'd
All
tell
right.
me anything
I
like
might do that.
Okay, let's see.
I don't need to ask him.
Okay.
Do you recognize the nickname Cocky?
Why, I used to call myself that back in Nam.
No way.
Oh, how I miss that marvelous youthful ego of mine.
Why do I even bother?
Okay. Let's see. Let's ask
Do
him
you
about
recognize these men?
That's your granddad, right?
Yeah. What about the other two?
No idea. I think my face blindness is acting up again.
this. Oh,
Okay.
he's gonna want money, maybe? Oh, okay. Let's see if he's heard about Lily Myers.
Do you know who Lily Myers was?
Yep, my dad was the one who found her floating in the lake.
Really? What can you tell me about her?
Ah, geez, not a lot. I mean, teenage girls, man, they're like their own species. Impossible to figure out. Not to mention how that entire family ain't like people friendly.
Now that's an understatement. Nearly started brawling with Sue the first time I met her.
She can sure deal out a mean whooping, that lady.
Let's see. I doubt he'd know about
Do
this.
you know what happened to Joseph Rain in '81?
I most certainly do.
What? Tell me.
Are you sure you want to know? Not everyone can handle the
Oh.
truth.
Oh, just spit it out.
Okay, here we go. Ready? Abducted by aliens.
Of course.
I should have known better.
Oh, I saw it, man. A big, huge light. I was a bit drunk at the time, but I had my reasons. My wife had just left me, taking the dog, not to mention I was being conscripted for the war.
Conscripted.
But I'm telling you, those goddamn aliens took him and they experimented on him. And that's why he was so messed up when they put him back.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop you there.
Open your mind, man.
He might be onto something.
Do you know who Charles Wade is?
Sure, he's been holed up in this clinic for the last couple of weeks.
You saw Charles Wade go in there?
Well, yeah, I just told you, man.
How did he look?
Okay, I guess. Still walking, at least.
I don't need to ask him about Lily Myers' art, I don't think.
What do you know about Lily Myers' art?
Nothing but hearsay. People say it was pretty deranged.
Yeah, I didn't think he'd have much information.
Wanna smoke, buddy?
Nah, I got stage 2 lung cancer. I'm
Oh,
keeping
shit.
it under control with a fruitarian diet.
Alright, I guess that's it.
I could, but only if I had a really good reason.
Alright. I guess that's it. We already talked
Okay,
about the red
that's
man.
enough serious questions for now.
Alrighty.
I don't really want to know about
So,
Chauvin's
tell me
career.
about this acting career of yours.
What about it?
Jacob's
I'm not
Bladder.
sure I want to know what Jacob's Bladder is about, but I'm gonna ask anyway.
Jacob's Bladder. The tragic story of Jacob Cobb, a schizophrenic man who forms an imaginary romantic relationship with his bladder.
Oh my gosh.
During long and joyful monologues on the can, he starts referring to his nether regions by the name of Jenny. Sadly, before Jacob has a chance to elope with his sweetheart, he gets committed to an asylum due to increasingly erratic behavior. After a big fight with his paramour, Jacob refuses to pee for a week and he dies from a ruptured bladder.
That's an interesting tale. Maybe I'll come back
Oh,
to it.
no.
Not the cultured type. I understand.
Alright, that's fine.
Okay.
Bye!
Let's go ahead and stop here. And next time we'll get into finding Charles Wade. That goober guy was pretty funny though. Alright everybody. Let's just save it. Alright. You all take care and I will see you next time. Bye bye.